Well, howdy folks, cheers and happy holidays if it's not too late for that. I know we live in a crazy world right now, but when it comes to fishing, Tactical Bassing just released their buying guides, their annual buying guides. They have a buying guide for a $100 bass combo, for a $200 combo, $300 combo. And I thought I would update my buying guide for ultralight spinning rod and reel. So this here is my buying guide for ultralight spinning reel. And this is kind of a very easy buying guide to put together because in each of the price ranges there is really only one product to consider. When it comes to bait casting reels, I have some Chinese, Korean, and all kinds of generic reels that start to feel really close to Daiwa and Shimano in terms of finesse and quality. And given that they're cheaper, you can debate all day about bait casting reels. Is it worth the extra money? When it comes to spinning reels, very easy, guys. So let's just get to the point. Under $100, if you're on a budget, under $100, you're looking for ultralight spinning reel. There is only one product on the market. This is the Legalis family of reels. Daiwa Legalis LT family of reels. There is nothing else that Shimano orders in this price range that is in the same weight category. Shimano has these Naski, Sahara, Sedona, Nexave, but they're much heavier. They do feel pretty smooth, but they're much heavier. So if we're talking about ultra light spinning reel, they don't compete. So Shimano just has no offering and hasn't had an offering in the ultralight category for a long time. And all of the other brands, I said that in my last video, all of the other brands do not have any spinning reels that can compete with Daiwa and Shimano in terms of finesse, smoothness, the whole feel. Even if you are somebody who is novice to fishing, you just spin them a couple of times in the store without fishing, you tell right away the other brands do not have anything that competes with a $50 Daiwa Legalis, okay? So brands like Loose, you can get a $300 Loose reel, does not compete to a $50 Daiwa Legalis. I guess Legalis is 65 or whatever today. Same for Quantums. Fluger has some reels, supposedly magnesium, $200, $300. Fluger, the top of the line reels, do not compete with a budget Daiwa Legalis. Abu Garcia got some noise lately. They created some new very small reels. Some people say they're really good. I tried them. Mike let me try them. One of my subscribers. I have to tell you my own personal opinion. The most expensive Abu Garcia reels still do not compare to a $60 Daiwa Legalis. So in my opinion, under $100 still there is only Daiwa Legalis, and there is nothing else to to debate. What can we discuss? Everything else is either much heavier or super clunky. So the only question is which Daiwa Legalis, because this family consists of Legalis, then Exceller is more expensive and it has the screw-in handle. That's the only difference with Legalis. And then the Fuego has the screw-in handle and a few seals, so it's like a saltwater Legalis, but you pay $30 more. And if you fish freshwater, you don't get any advantage, any additional benefit for the $30 extra that you spend. But you have also the Regal LT, not a Revros LT. A Revros LT is a bad reel. Don't buy the Revros LT. But the Regal LT is just a Legalis that has two more bearings under the spool. Some of you love extra bearings under the spool. And it has thin, the bail, instead of the nice fat bail, it has a thin wire bail. I mean, it doesn't matter. Neither the extra bearings nor the different bail make any difference. the gears, bearings, the same fantastic feel. All of the new reels from the Daiwa family come with updated frame, but in the 1000 size, the old frame never had a problem anyway. So if you're buying 1000 and 2000 size reel from the Legalis family, from these 4 models, whichever one you find on sale or whichever matches the color of your rod, that's the one to buy. And these reels have no competition. Well, already took so much time on the first segment. Next segment, I'm gonna try to go faster. Next segment is $100 to $200. Again, only one reel, no competition. Shimano Ultegra 2021, just released. I reviewed this reel. You can check I reviewed this reel. You can check the review. No competition in this price range. So no other brands again. So Daiwa has the Procyon LT. They have the new Caldia LT. I fished with both of these reels. Cannot compare to the Ultegra LT. Ultegra LT really has no flaws whatsoever other than the color. But I heard that some people like that color because it's a little bit brilliant, a little bit sparkle. Blue is not my thing, but some people like it. But as far as performance goes, Shimano Ultegra, no competition, from $100 to $200, is just as good a value than as the Legalis reel is. It's just that it has some more features than the Legalis. It's a little bit lighter, has seals, but I don't know if it's even worth going from the Legalis to the Ultegra. Price is more than double more. You are not gonna feel in your hand more than double better. It's gonna be very marginal. Only the weight you'll probably notice. A little bit tighter reel. But anyway, in that price range, Shimano Ultegra, no competition. My throat actually did get a little sore from this yelling. I don't know, because the camera is all the way there. I'm yelling a little bit. Next price range from $200 to $300. Here you have a choice depending on what you are looking for and what you prefer in a reel. Here your choice is going to be between a Vanfort family reel and a Luvias family reel from Daiwa. So the Vanfort includes the Vanfort, the Complex XR, and the new Soare that's not even released yet, but it will still be a Vanfort. I did the scouting already. I will order it, I will review it. But the 3 reels have very unimportant differences in bearings that don't matter. It will come down to color pretty much, because one of them is yellow, one of them is silver, and one of them is red. So depending on what rod I would say you are putting it on, you're gonna have to pick a reel that matches the color of your rod. And in the Daiwa Luvias family, that's the Daiwa Luvias obviously, and the new Daiwa Presso that's not released yet, but it's a Daiwa Luvias with a couple extra bearings. The difference to choose a reel between these 2 families, you have to tell me what's more important to you. If for you most important is the feeling of smoothness, the feeling of no free plays, and the feeling of, it's not a feeling I guess, quietness. If you want to get the reel with less noise and less free play and just feels smoother, without a doubt the Daiwa Luvias family, whichever you want the color on. I'm not sure the Presso looks nicer than the Luvias actually, but definitely the Daiwas feel quieter, smoother, they're tighter, feel a little better than the Shimano reels. I personally prefer the Vanfort family because less resistance, nicer drag sound out of the box. I'm talking about drag sound, not performance. Both reels have perfectly smooth drag. I like better the Daiwa line, the Shimano line management, especially if you fish polyester line and you're casting these lines that jump like this. Definitely Shimano line management better. Casting distance is better on the Shimano. And like I said, resistance and inertia on the Shimano reels is lower. So if you're gonna be twitching a trout magnet or some super light baits where it's all about sensitivity and light feel, you're gonna have to go with the Vanford. They are really night and day in this particular aspect. But if you're casting heavier baits like crankbaits that have a lot of drag in the water, and actually this weekend I fished Lake Michigan, but there was a lot of current and I had to fish 3/16 on the drop shot with 2 lures on the drop shot too, and it was a lot of drag in the water. And I found myself preferring the Daiwa Luvias when I had all that drag. I found myself preferring the Luvias for reeling all of that weight over the Vanford. So in this price range, that's the situation. I don't want to repeat myself, replay one more time what I said, but I'm certain that if you prefer this, you get the Vanford family. If you prefer this, you get the Luvias family. Out of wine, and I'm not opening another bottle. Then we go to the highest end, and where you have from Shimano the Stella, and from Daiwa you have the Exist LT, the Luvias Airity, which is also Exist LT, and everything I said about the Vanford family versus the Luvias family counts exactly for the Stella versus the Exist. If you prefer quietness and no free play and silent retrieval, Daiwa. And if you're gonna fish with a lot of drag and weight, even though you're ultralight fishing, Daiwa. If you prefer super lightweight, twitching, sensitivity, just feeling the bait, just very light lures, casting distance for very light lures, light management, drag sound, Shimano. Okay, so that's the deal there. And then at the end, if you want to get the very best ultralight spinning reel in the world, that is still the Shimano Vanquish. Okay, there is no Stella, there is no Exist LT. The very best reel in the world is the Vanquish. And I don't think in 2022 there will be a new Vanquish, so Vanquish will remain the king at least until 2023. I don't think this new Presso reel will compete with the Vanquish. It is possible, there is 1% chance that they did not put the tractor grease that they put in all of the Daiwa reels. That's the reason for all of the resistance. So if they put different grease, designated lightweight grease, then it's possible to compete with the Vanquish. But the new Presso is ugly on top of being just the Luvias. And it has the thick power knobs. So I would say it's extremely unlikely that, I have not tested it yet, but once I test it, I would say it's competitive to the Vanquish. I would love to be proven wrong, but as of the moment I'm recording this video, I don't think that's possible. I think Vanquish is certainly the king right now, and I think it will remain the king for another year. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.
Yeah, this has to. No, that's not a. That's not a bluegill. That's not a bluegill. Yeah, it's not what I'm used to catching here. But a 10-incher will do. Look at this. Is this a bite now? What is it? Yep, a bite. Feels slow and steady. Not big, but it's not running like a bluegill. Wow. Maybe it is big. It was steady after all. I'm gonna net this fish. Yeah, this fish is worth netting. This fish has got the girth I need. Ooh. 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 On a tiny little Nico worm. Ooh. See. 13 inch. Over 13. Look at this. Oh, we're feeling good here. We're feeling good here. Oh, get out of here. Got a 13-incher. Didn't fight as much. White crappie, man, I'll tell you. Don't know what's with them. I prefer black crappie, but this fish fought hard.